I don't know who this is for, but I do know that a lot of us be so ready to go back and forth. We be so ready to fight. We be so ready to crash out. But when it's time to fight back spiritually, we don't always know what to do. So here are 3 tips that will help you in spiritual warfare. Exhibit A, fight back. When it comes to spiritual warfare, just think of it this way. We know how to fight and be combative physically, but when it comes to the spiritual matters, it's just as important, if not even more important, because it has to do with your soul. Don't just sit there and you notice that you've been falling into depression, or you notice that you starting to fall back into old habits and starting to desire more worldly things after you came out of the world. Fighting back consists of using the word as your weapon. Now remember, in the scripture, it talks about how Satan tempted Yahushua, saying that he can give him the world, X, Y, and Z, which is already crazy because Yahushua is the son of the Most High. Anyways, not one time did Yahushua reply out of his flesh. He didn't say not one time, even though he could have. He didn't say not one time, man, you better go on about your business before I... Not one time did he say that. He used the word every single time. Every time Satan hit him with something, he hit him with something else even stronger. And that was the word, the scriptures. That's why it's important for us to fill our cups up with scripture. So we'll have a scripture for every time something comes against us to destroy our peace. We already know what to say. And it won't be from our flesh. Another way to help during spiritual warfare is to be consistent in prayer and be consistent in reading the Bible. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do 10 chapters a day, because honestly, we all have busy lives, but we have to make sure that we set time aside to be in the Word, set time aside to really study the scripture, because this is our armor. And we also have to stay in consistent prayer, not just praying over your food when you're about to eat. Just like you're in a relationship and you have to have consistent communication with your partner, we need consistent communication. Another way is fasting. Y'all, some things can only be broken during prayer and fasting. And I know a lot of us like to eat, but in some cases you have to fast. You're called to fast. There is so many things that will not be broken unless you seriously fast, cry out. Another powerful tool that is slept on is worshiping. Now let me tell y'all, so it's a story in the Bible and it's talking about King Jehoshaphat. Now King Jehoshaphat was finna go to war, right? So he got counsel from a Levite, and the Levite was basically saying, man, put your trust in the Most High. You know it's nothing he can't do. So let me tell y'all, King Jehoshaphat sent singers